Okay, I'm going to show you how I make my roasted turkey. Now it's quite a big turkey, it's about 5.5 kilos, which is about 12 pounds, maybe 13 pounds. Cooking time, it's going to be at least 3.5 hours, probably 4 hours by the time you actually sort of finish it. So I'm going to start preparing my turkey and show you how I cook it. The first thing I'm going to do, obviously I've washed my turkey, is I'm going to stuff it with some sage and thyme, and I'm going to use a bit of lemon as well. So I'm going to pop that inside. Once I've done that, I'm going to use my stuffing, which I've got here, all prepared, and I'm going to put that in between the skin and the breast. So we're going to feed that on the inside. Then I'm going to lay some butter right around the outside of the on the skin, if you like. And then finally top it up with some nice bacon. I mean, I've got some pancetta, but you know, you can obviously use any bacon really. All adds to the flavour. Okay, so I've got the I'm at the stage where I've put the sage and the thyme and the lemon inside. I've got the stuffing just in the front there, sort of where the neck is. What you need to do really is to put your hands in between the breast and the skin and just try and lift away the skin a little bit. And then that allows you to put the stuffing in there. So I've done that. The next stage I'm going to do is to put the butter over the top of it and on the legs there, and then I'm going to obviously lay the bacon on. So I'm going to get on with that now. I'm at the stage where I've got all the bacon on the outside, it's got all the herbs on the inside, and at the front it's got obviously the stuffing. So you can see that's looking quite nice and interesting. All these flavours from the bacon or the pancetta, whatever you use, are going to go inside, and this is going to be a really good flavoursome turkey. Now what we're going to do is just add a little bit of salt to it, like so, and again a little bit of pepper. We've obviously got the butter underneath the bacon there, so you want to put quite a lot of butter all over it. It just again intensifies and adds to all the flavours. So plenty of salt and pepper on there. Now what I'm then going to do is I'm going to put some partially boiled, only boil them for about 5 minutes, but some vegetables of different types, and I'm going to put that in the bigger tray there. So we're going to tip those all in a minute, and then I'm going to lay the turkey over the top of it, and then put the tin foil over the top of that just to sort of seal it all in, and it's like a little mini oven. So I'm going to put the vegetables next. Okay, so I've got a tray here which I'm going to lay the turkey on top. Now what I've done is I've partially boiled, only about 5 minutes though. I mean we've got some sort of sweet potato here, we've got some turnips, got some parsnips, we've got some swede, and obviously, so we've partly boiled those, and then I've added in after that, I haven't boiled these, but you've got onion and a bit of leek and, you know, whole garlic. So all these flavours are going to be nice at the end. They're going to be some of the roasted sort of vegetables. So now what I'm going to do is literally transfer the turkey in like so, and then after that I'm going to just put a little bit of olive oil over the whole thing. That's it, like so. And we're going to put that in the oven. Now to start with, I'm going to put this in the oven at about 250 degrees, so quite hot actually, near maximum, and I'm going to do that for about half an hour just to kind of get it going. But before I do that, I'm just going to pop the tin foil over the top, like so, and tuck it in round the edges, and that will stop it all burning, and it will keep it like a little mini oven inside. So so we're going to pop that in the oven once I've tucked this in nice and tight, and get cooking. Okay, we've got the turkey in the oven, and I'm going to leave that for half an hour and then come back and have a little peek. I've been cooking for half an hour at 250 degrees centigrade. I'm just going to give you a quick peek so you can see what's in there. There we are. That's looking good, and all those flavours are going in. So what I'm now going to do is just put that back. I'm going to reduce the temperature down now though to 170 degrees centigrade, and I'm going to cook for another 2.5 hours. So I'm just going to leave this cooking on its own and come back, and that will be 3 hours at that stage. So I'll leave it cooking now. Okay, I've just taken the turkey out of the oven. Now just to recap, we did the first half an hour at a really high temperature, around about 250, which is degrees centigrade by the way, 250, half an hour. Then we cook for a further 2.5 hours at 170 degrees. So I think it's getting to the stage where it's really nicely cooked now. Now what I'm going to do is basically take all the bacon off, which come off quite easy. You can see and you can see the juices. This is a really juicy turkey. I mean, there's juices here, look, they're everywhere, and obviously in the bottom of the pan. What we're going to do is basin this turkey with the juices. Obviously I'm going to take all the bacon off and just make that a little bit crispier so that we can serve that at the end. Basically, you don't want to burn it, but this is all really moist and all the flavours have gone into the turkey. This is going to be a really good Christmas dinner. So I'm going to cook this now for a further half an hour, but what I'm going to do with the temperature is turn it up to about 200 or 220, because even though it's really juicy, for appearance and obviously just to finish the cooking, I want to brown off the turkey. So we're going to do that for a half an hour at around about 200 to 220. Now before I do that, what I'm going to do is actually basin it. Now obviously this is quite heavy, so you have to be careful, and I want to try and get as many of those juices in that pot there. Oh yeah, I think we're getting that there, like so. Now look, let me just show you. These are the juices. We're going to pour it all over the turkey, and then eventually afterwards I'm going to make some gravy with this. So we just pour it over. Now remember, the first 3 hours of the cooking was with the tin foil on. Now it's important to remember to take the tin foil off at this stage, because really this is where we're going to try and get it brown. So I'm going to put it back in the oven for an extra half an hour, and then we're going to pull it out and have a look at it. It's looking good though, looking yummy. Okay, I've just pulled my turkey out of the oven. It's been cooking for a total of 3.5 hours. Okay, now just to test it, what we can do is you can pop a skewer in or a knife and just see how the juices run. So when you sort of give it a squeeze, you can see that they're nice and clear. I don't know if you saw that, but we'll do it again over here. Try and pick the deepest bit and go right down, and then give it a squeeze and just make sure they run clear, because if they don't, you need to cook it a little bit more. So I think that is cooked perfectly, and this is going to be absolutely scrummy. I can see all the juices here. This is not a dry turkey. This is a lovely, slow cooked, perfect turkey, and it's got all these juices here. We're going to make a bit of gravy with this in a minute, so I'm going to, oh, this looks really good. Okay, now the turkey's, I know it's cooked, I'm just going to recover it with the tin foil that we used earlier, really just to keep it a little bit warmer, so when you serve it up it's perfectly ready to go. Now I don't know if you remember, we covered the turkey with the pancetta in my case, or it could be bacon. Now what I would say is we can just lay this over it. I did some sort of roasted peppers and put some stuffing in there, and I've got some you know, nice, really nice roast potatoes. I mean, these are lovely. Bit of rosemary, bit of olive oil. This is great, bit of thyme. So I'm just going to put my bacon or pancetta over the top of there, put that in the oven for another 10 minutes, and it will crispen it off, and I've got the perfect roast for Christmas. Okay, it's all cooked, all ready to serve now. So I'm just going to lay the table and give everyone a piece. Now I like to do the taste test because I don't think I'd be a very good chef if I didn't actually taste my own food. So let's try that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And in the background there we've got, this is the bacon or the pancetta. You see it's really nice and crispy. Let me try a bit of that. Oh, that's lovely. Roasted vegetables. This is a great dinner. I love it. I can't tell you how it smells on camera, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And here you've got the stuffing, and it's almost oozing out of the chicken. There's so many juices. It's fantastic. Okay, as always, I always try my food. I know it tortures some people. Got a Yorkshire pudding falling down there. Oh, I'm just going to try this. I've sharpened my knife. Let me try this. I can't tell you how good that is. And look, I've got a really nice Yorkshire pudding here with a little sausage in the middle. So let's pull one of these apart. Oh, I love it all. I can't wait. This is my Christmas dinner. Happy Christmas everyone. Thanks for watching my videos.